Terrific start for the three-time All-Star feeds. Okafor
working so far.
Here's Paul. Wants two. Has two. The Heat without a point for like 3 minutes in this first quarter.
Catch and release. Not a second thought at all. This is my shot. I got.
Paul spinning away from Arroyo, using Okafor's screen. Alley-oop to Emeka. How about that? Steering the ball around that defense. Great jump feed to Okafor and the foul. Must feel like he's on an island. He's got Chris Paul. Almost lost it in the lane. There's a wide open Jason Smith again. He's shooting 31% in the first frame. Paul finds Okafor again. Defending Paul, uses West's screen, frees him for the jumper. Got it, and a foul.
It's a really good. When you force another jump shot by somebody other than the house of James, you're okay.
Look at Paul! Off. Out Paul, key, line, lane, scooped it off to Emeka, and yet another sent from the field in the first half. Paul goes behind the back after getting rid of Arroyo, and looking to split two. Tried to dump it off. Paul tips to Bellinelli. Bosch trying to bother him. Doubt it will. Smith, left elbow. Towards 10 points for Smith off the bench. Paul, step back two. Yes, sir. Here's Bosch. Poke free by the man of steel. Ariza running the floor with him. Paul off to Trevor.
Athletically over the rim. And now the Hornets poke it away. And who do you find? Trevor one more time. Chris Paul has another person he can count on. And
it's tense enough here in New Orleans for everybody to be on their feet. Okafor got it! On the shot clock. Paul crossover, dribble drive. Dumps it off to Ariza for three. Yes, sir!
Trevor Ariza in the corner. Chris Paul found him. He didn't hesitate. Nothing but net.
Now the Bucks have to hold him here and then try to get a three to tie.
I think he's enjoying this new role. Off the screen, kid makes a pass stolen by Chris Paul. 1 Dallas, 8.5 minutes to play first quarter. Paul, it's the first basket for North. He's not playing, so he can do that. Chris Paul, a three. Slipped in between two Mavericks. Paul dribble drives and the teardrop. Drive and kick by Cardinal to Stevenson for a three. I'm sure Sken thought of that. First thing, this
extends those arms. He's way up in the air, let me tell you.
Paul over Barea.
First need Jason Terry to hit. It makes a big difference.
Tough night for Jason Terry, who has shot it so well. 4 of 12 on three-point attempts this year. Chris Paul fades and hits. Because Chandler's in foul trouble. Paul into the paint and the float. Emeka Okafor with rebound number 8 to lead New Orleans. Reverse layup, Bellinelli. And the only defender in the picture was Stojakovic, the guy guarding Derek. Oh, patient. The Mavericks came into the game tonight at nearly 36 as a stalwart defensively for the Lakers when they won the title in 2009. Jason Terry came in to play Stevenson to the basket for a big flush. Deflected and stolen. Kid was looking for Chandler. Hallman in a nice move at center court, and he scores all the way to the basket. For the foul trouble. Lob pass to the basket. That's Ariza. 6 seconds. Chris Paul. Riding on Terry, pulls up, and rattles it in with 1 point. That's why I said online. It was right on our angle, and it was, but just long. Chris Paul, good.
It's like having a Benjamin pile, by the way.
Oh, it's the greatest. Taken away by Chris Paul, who leads the NBA in steals, and Paul takes it all the way inside.
At 13-1, Shaq has it tipped away, give a steal to Paul. Into the paint. The two. Paul to beat the shot clock, knocks down a three.
Well, people are going to get their shots.
Paul goes inside, nice move. Paul gets into the paint with an easy two. Davis front rims the jump shot. Ahead to Paul, Pierce back defensively. Paul gets two.
And end up with a desperation shot.
Oh, nice move by Paul with the dribble. Paul back in a hurry and buries the shot. That was a nice play by Paul. Marquise with the turnover. Paul comes right back with the steal. pick steal for Paul, and Okafor gets an easy.
They shoot 39% from three. Paul buries the jumper. The line, and look at this line dance. Where you going, Tony? Tony was not in the picture.
Here in the early going.
And I think that's what made him, to me, the best center in the NBA, in the Western Conference at the end of last year, with his ability to get to the glass.
Okafor stays with it and gets it. His entire career came out of the high school system in Detroit. Here's Paul going down the middle. Are they going to count that? Paul into the corner to Ariza. Ariza able to connect. That's a three. Suns. Chris Paul, so creative. He'll fire from outside and hit a three.
A second to allow Gortat to get to the rim.
Here's Paul going inside. That'll count. Boy, he just pulled.
About the penetration of Steve Nash and Grant Hill, and they're finding these shooters.
And from outside, a three that he is awarded for the foul outside the line. Chris Paul, they leave him alone, and he hit it.
Can't do it.
Game. Also, Thornton will check in for the Hornets. Up it comes to West. West will pull up. Boy, he does that well, doesn't he? Suns are going to get their fourth consecutive win, facing a team with a winning record. Reset, 20 seconds left. Outside to Chris Paul. Paul hitting for three.
So, you know, he's going to throw it up. And he's on a great roll right now. Smith from Chris Paul.
Team 2, wishful thinking. Here's Paul from the left wing. Bottom. Maybe it's a three-point arc. Now Paul. Three for number 3. And knocks down the 2 ball. Boyd Martin. Paul. No look to Landry for the lay-in. And the foul. There's the man of steel.
Great.
Chris Paul has help. And Ariza knows what to do with it.
You know, you want Aaron Gray to take his time. He's got a size advantage. He doesn't have to rush underneath.
His into a microphone, but you can read it on his face.
Go from Slick Rick to Sick Rick.
Chris Paul delivers his 13th.
Great idea, actually.
Paul, 3 for 2. Bottom! Right. And we're tied.
You win that way, and lots of times you lose that way.
Nice screen by Okafor. Bellinelli for 3, and the first blow by on Lowry, who fouled him, and the basket.
You see Chris Paul, no screen comes. Lowry backing up, looking for the screen to his right. Chris Paul beats him to his left.
Double, 10 rebounds to go with his 14 points. Here's Paul, turns the corner, banks it off the glass and in, and he glares.
Execution and then their defense. Now to beat the Lakers, they've got to force the issue and look to push.
Oh, nice move.
The only team that was a visiting team yesterday that didn't lead after 1 was Atlanta. Atlanta was down 2 to Orlando.
In the first round, a much more difficult matchup with all due respect to New Orleans. As Bellinelli lines up and nails the three-pointer. Hit the right to Paul. Paul already with 6 assists here in this first period. Nice entry pass to Gray and the finish. Make that 7 assists. First quarter NBA playoff record for most assists in a quarter is 11. So be shy of that, but still very impressive. Drives right into Fisher. Another beautiful entry pass, finish, and the foul. Chris Paul.
And threading the needle, how about this one-hand bullet pass by CP3? Getting it done. That's how you run the quarterback position. 10 dimes in this first half.
He's still down the other end. 5 on 4. Paul a 3. Puts it in. Chris Paul knocks. Okafor couldn't get it. Paul takes it away from Kobe Bryant. That's his 4th steal of the game. Fires a 3. Puts it in. Chris Paul. Once
Defending transition.
Nice feed. Okafor the finish.
That's why I'm on Monty Williams. I don't give him rest. I give him rest by timeouts or TV timeouts.
This game. Gasol on Paul. Gets past him quickly. Inside to Gray. Nice finish. Another beautiful play.
Good play if Pau Gasol is going to defend.
Paul pulls up, jump shot. That's good. 20 points for Paul.
That's a great traffic rebound by Landry.
Paul again. Knocks it down. Back-to-back jumpers for Paul. The lead is up to 7, and the Lakers call timeout.
Is left defending Chris Paul, and Paul says, may I have this dance? Breaks him down the excuse me half space, knocks down the jump shot. Once again, one-on-one. Paul takes advantage of Powell. 22 points and 13 dimes. It's the CP3 show. Mama.
Shot clock at 8. Paul drives, pumped by Fisher. Tough shot. It's good. Chris Paul nails it again. Paul gets away. Paul flips up the shot, puts it in. Chris Paul putting on the finishing touches.
Against Chris Paul. Shot clock down to 6. Paul with the runner. And now it is a quick. Adam did have to come back in. Final seconds. Bryant is on Paul. This is a three. Right down the middle. Chris Paul.
The entire bench group essentially coming in as Paul connects over Gray. Now, I'll tell you now, Gray is over 7 foot, 285. He's a horse. Chris Paul knocks down. People want to go 10, but it looked like he got that night. Paul hits the three. You see, there's too much. The Hornets want to play a game 94, 95. The Lakers want it. Chris Paul. That's his game. Was McDice on Blair. They're doing a good job playing now.
Chris Paul knocks that down. I was about to say, it's an important minute.
Well, you get one here, the place will go crazy.
Paul Bellinelli, it's a deep two. Yes! They call
Landry. Now here comes Chris Paul playing with the bad left foot. Inside. He throws.
Because Gray is a big target. He can score down low. Trevor Ariza finish to pull. Nice drop down pass by Chris Paul to overflow right there.
Hornets on a little 6-0 run. The crossover on Kobe by Chris Paul. A jaw-dropping move by CP3. His first 2 tonight. Second block shot. Okafor exploited this so well in game 1 with his 34. Bellinelli for 3.
Sure Andrew Bynum on Chris Paul.
It's what Paul exploited back in game 1, and he exploits hands on the little man. Well, Paul hands clock at 5. Little fake. Oh, what a Chris Paul!
My goodness.
He's got 7 in the quarter. Darting is Paul into Binga. The other way, the 7th turnover for New Orleans. Nice steal by Paul. Took it from Fisher. Numbers the other way. Landry. 47% shooting for the Lakers. A 3 by Paul. Off the bench. Hits the triple. Foul play. Count it. Blake is there. Shot clock at 4. Chris Paul.
This is the ankle problem of Kobe Bryant trying to guard Chris Paul.
Paul. Shot. What a shot. 9 seconds to play. The Hornets by 4. In this series, but he has tried to stay away and initiate contact in games, and has helped in Ariza. Had the guys involved. He gets a screen from Gray and working around it, dancing his way through with the 15-footer.
Ariza and Chris Paul.
Here's Paul over Bynum in the mismatch, and Paul's hit 2 in a row.
A little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because a few years ago, these Hornets with this current roster wouldn't have a shot at equal.
Paul dancing on Fisher. Ariza, another 3.
Wow. Back to back.
Lawrence picks up his first. You're right. The switch now brings Odom out on Chris Paul. Paul. 7. With the crossover. Generating for 2. Chris Paul.